चैतन्य महाप्रभु की
जय।
श्री प्रभुपाद की
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। Come on devotees, जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद, जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद, जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare। Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol। Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, गिरतराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृता की, गौर पूर्णिमा महोत्सव की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, गुरु महाराज की। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने ते नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद। Together and loudly, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare। মন্ত্র গুরু আর যত শিক্ষা গুরুগণ তাদের চরণে আগে করিয়া বন্দন। Hare Krishna। So Hare Krishna, we have been continuing a series of different instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And today we have the instructions of Rupa Goswami. So Chaitanya Charitamrita has 5 life heirs, Panchapran of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it's not only that we have life heirs, Chaitanya Charitamrita has life heirs. And what are the 5 life heirs of Chaitanya Charitamrita? One is instructions to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. This is one. Then it is Ramananda Rai Sangvad. So that discussions between Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then is the talk with Prakashananda Saraswati. And the most important are the Roop Sanatan Siksha. So today is the Roop Siksha, and Roop Siksha is one of the 5 life heirs. And I was so amazed that in our this festival, whoever has made the class, they have covered these 4 life heirs. Only the Prakashananda Siksha was not covered, but the other 4 Sikshas have been covered in this 4 days. So we started with Sarvabhauma Siksha, and Ramananda Raya Siksha we had yesterday, and today we will have the Roop Siksha, and tomorrow we will have the Sanatan Siksha. So before we actually go into the Siksha, which is the main topic, we need to know a little bit of history about the Roop Goswami and why Roop Goswami Siksha is very important. So the story comes in the first chapter of the Madhya Leela, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote one sloka starting with Kaumare Yoham, that sloka. And when that sloka Chaitanya Mahaprabhu writes, the sloka looks like a normal, a girl writing about her beloved. So it was like a riddle, where it is said that, I can see the same person, the same situation, the same rivers, the same flowers, but still I am not getting that mood. But it was not mentioned who is telling about whom. So it was given about that riddle. And that riddle was given to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in front of Swarup Damodar. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was giving in front of Swarup Damodar, that time Rupa Goswami also heard this. And when Rupa Goswami heard this, quietly what he did, he wrote another verse in a leaf. And that verse, I would just like to read that verse. It is the 76th verse of the first chapter of the Madhya Leela. Priya Swayam Krishna Sahachari Kurukshetra Militas Tathaham Sri Radha Saradha Tad Idam Ubayo Sangam Sukham Tathapi Anta Khelan Madhura Murali Panchamajuse Manome Kalindi Pulina Vipinaya Sprihati. So what happens? Rupa Goswami decodes that particular riddle which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote. And what Rupa Goswami decodes that? Rupa Goswami decodes it as that Radharani is telling about Krishna, that when I met Krishna in Kurukshetra, although I am the same Radharani and she is the same Krishna, I am not getting that same, the same mellows which I used to get in Vrajabhumi in Vrindavan. So anyone who would hear the actual verse would think that it is some beloved writing about her beloved that she is not able to enjoy. But when Rupa Goswami decodes that, everyone gets actually very, very surprised about that. And then when what happened is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he reaches Rupa Goswami's house, and he directly takes out that leaf from the thatched roof. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows he is the Lord, he is in everyone's heart, he knows everything that there is a leaf, and he takes the leaf. Doibirashi Prabhu Joye Urdhabete Chahila Chale Goja Tala Patre Sei Slok Paila. So Tala Patra means a leaf. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu found that leaf. Shloka pori ache Prabhu abhishta hoya Roop Gosai ashi pore dandavat hoya. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu read that leaf, he got surprised. And seeing that surprise, what happened? Roop Goswami immediately put dandavat. we should also learn the Vaishnava behavior from this. When sometimes, say, some senior Vaishnavas get very happy with our work or service, we tell, no, Prabhu, it was just accidentally happened, I was not prepared, it's something, and we talk, we keep on talking. But what Rupa Goswami did, Rupa Goswami just did Dandavat Pranam, just did no talking. Uti Mahaprabhu tare chapore Maria, kohite lagila kichu, kolete Korea. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took Rupa Goswami and gave a nice slap. And then after a slap, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put Rupa Goswami on his lap. Can you understand the importance, why we are speaking this? We are speaking this to understand who is Rupa Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu slapped and put Rupa Goswami on his lap. And not only that, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, মোর শ্লোকের অভিপ্রায়ে না জানি কোন জনে মোর মনের কথা তুমি জানিলে কেমনে. He is telling that my purport of my slok no one understood. It was in my heart only. How come you understood what I meant in the slok? And then what happens that he gave lot of benedictions for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he showed it to Swarup Damodar. Swarup Damodar was very close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who used to understand. And Chaitanya Mahi slok that sloka to Swarup Damodar. And Swarup Damodar was also, Swarup Damodar said that if he has understood what is in your mind, that means he must be some special. And then what happens? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Swarup Damodar that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered Rupa Goswami. What he does? He does, প্রভু কহে তারে আমি সন্তুষ্ট হইয়া আলিঙ্গন করিলু সর্বশক্তি সঞ্চারিয়া. Prabhu says that I got very satisfied from him and he did alingan and he did sarvashakti sanchariya. What happened? He gave him he empowered him to preach this message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually empowered Rupa Goswami, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said to Swarup Damodar, now you take him and you give him more teachings. He is fit to understand devotional mellows. So this is who is Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami, we normally speak in terms of a duet, Rup Sanatan. That is Rupa, Sri Rup, Sri Sanatan. We said that, Rup Sanatan. So Rup Sanatan means the two brothers, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. So these two brothers, we will just briefly read 3 slokas from that same chapter to see what kind of sevas they were doing. So on the 31st, 32nd and 33rd sloka of the first chapter of the Madhya Leela, it is said, Tabe Prabhu ব্রজে পাঠাইল রূপ সনাতন প্রভুর আজ্ঞা দুই ভাই আইল বৃন্দাবন. So Mahaprabhu dispatched Rup and Sanatan to Vrindavan, and by the permission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rup Sanatan actually went to Vrindavan. Although Mahaprabhu gave permission to Rup Sanatan to go to Vrindavan, actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself never went to Vrindavan without Rup Sanatan first going. Just see the relation between the Lord and the devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as the Supreme Lord Krishna, he gave permission, he dispatched Rup Sanatan, but when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first wanted to go to Vrindavan, he did not go to Vrindavan. He went to Ramkeli and returned back to Puri. Why? Because Rup Sanatan has not gone there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, without Vrajavasis, without association of Vrajavasis, I cannot enter Vrindavan. So he did not go to Vrindavan, although he was going to Vrindavan, because Rup Sanatan still did not reach Vrindavan. ভক্তি প্রচারইয়া সর্ব তীর্থ প্রকাশিল মদন গোপাল গোবিন্দের সেবা প্রচারিল. So what happened is that they excavated all the tirthas, all the hidden, the lost tirtha sthans of Vrindavan, and Madan Gopal and Govinda's seva, the two principal deities of Vrindavan, Madan Gopal and Govinda. All the ISKCON devotees know the story of Madan Gopal and Govinda, right? Madan Gopal is the deity of Sanatan Goswami and Govinda Dev is the deity of Rupa Goswami. So they established the worship of Madan Gopal and this Govinda. Nana Shastro Ani Koila Bhakti Ganto Sar Muradham Joner Teho Korila Nistar. this is very important for us to understand before we go to the Roop Siksha today. That lot of scriptures they brought. Roop and Sanatan brought lot of scriptures to Vrindavan. Koila Bhakti Grantha Sar. And he got the summary of those scriptures. Mudha Adham Janirate Ho Korila Nistar. Mudha and Adham, the lowest people, the foolish people like us, even to liberate us, Roop Sanatan got all the scriptures condensed and devotional literature condensed for us. This is the Roop Sanatan's seva. It was done. Prabhu Agga Korile Sab Sastra Bichar Brojer Nigura Bhakti Korila Prakash. So with the permission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he did, or he established all the Shastra's conclusion. And what was that? Brojer Nigura Bhakti Korila Prachar. The hidden Vraja Bhakti, the Vraj, the Vrindavan, that area is called Vraj Bhumi. So the hidden Vraja Bhakti is he Korila Prachar. He actually transmitted the Vraja Bhakti. Vraja Bhakti is actually very, very, very hidden. Unless it is devotees, no one will understand Vraja Bhakti. Unless they are in the kripa of exalted devotees like Acharyas, like Rupa and Sanatan, they will not understand. Like we always sing in the Kartik month, Rudantam Muhur Netra Satankane, Rudantam Muhur Netra Yugma Mijantam Karam Bhoja Yugmena Satanka Netram. So what happens? Lord Krishna is getting scared of his mother. Lord Krishna is getting scared of his mother. Satanka Netra, Sa Atanka means scared of his mother. Lord Krishna, the Supreme Lord, getting scared of his mother? Who will understand? Everyone will laugh. You know, it is not Lord, it is a baby and his mother. But if they are devotees, they will understand. Muhu Swasa Kampa Trirakhanka Kantha. Muhu Swasa Kampa. Lord is panting out of fear. Who will understand? It is Lord. Anyone with God? What is your God? Who is fearful? No, devotees will understand. It is Nigura Bhakti. And who did this? Roop and Sanatan. They got this responsibility and they actually Braja Koila Prakash. They this Braja Nigur Bhakti. This is the hidden gem. And actually, when Lord Krishna in Damodar Lila was being tired, and all the demigods were telling, what is happening, oh Lord? We are scared. You liberate everyone and you are getting tired. That time Lord Krishna looked at the sky and told all the demigods, this is the highest devotional lila which I am doing, and for that I came in Dwapar Yuga in Vrindavan. Who will understand this? No one will understand this. Just go outside the temple and talk about this. That we worship a Lord who is tired by rope. We worship a Lord who gets scared. Muhuswasa Kampa, he trembles in fear. They will tell, you are worshipping a Lord who is fearful himself, then who will protect you? But this is Nigura Bhakti. This is hidden Bhakti. So Roop Sanatan, actually, they established that these are all from the Shastras. Shastra. These are not sentiments. We are not worshipping because of sentiment. We are worshipping because is it all proved in the Shastra. And this was never given before. This kind of bhakti. So then, actually, why this kind of bhakti was given? Because if people continuously taste this kind of bhakti, then what is going to happen? Then the mundane bhakti, the mundane enjoyment, the material enjoyment, slowly people will lose the taste. Slowly people, they will forget actually. They will forget. If in Damodar month, what happens? We are very less distracted, right, in Damodar month? Because we are continuously meditating on this. We don't have time. We don't have time. By the time the office duty finishes, call starts coming that we have to go here, we have to go there. Some devotees do 3, 4 classes in a day. Some devotees do classes up to night 2 o'clock. You know, so do we have time for mundane discussions in Damodar month? This is the importance of Vrajalila. So if we taste Vrajalila, and this was one of the main seva of Roop Sanatan. So before we go into the Roop Siksha, we want to really get the shelter of Sri Rupa Goswami. In fact, all in our lineage, all devotees are called Rupanugas. We are all Rupanuga devotees because we are Rup Anuga. Rup means Rupa Goswami, Anuga means we follow his path. So we should pray to Sri Rupa Goswami who understood the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please fold your hands, and before we go a little more into Rupa Goswami's life past and the Siksha, we just want to pray this one sloka together. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. When will Sri Rupa Goswami give the shelter of his lotus feet? He understood the innermost desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Remember how we started the class where he solved one riddle given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So it is said, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam understood the innermost desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and was therefore able to establish the mission in the world. Because he is fulfilled with the Lord's desire, he is extremely dear to the Lord. So this is what is a brief introduction about the spiritual aspect of Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. And as I said, Rupa Siksha and Sanatan Siksha are the highest among the 5 life heirs of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And in this God Purnima in our temple, we are going to cover the 4 life heirs. Only thing, the Prakashananda Siksha we are not covering. Otherwise, the 4 life heirs we are covering. So, in a couple of minutes, just a brief story, background of Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. Why we should know this background is it is very enjoyable. You know, sometimes it's very enjoyable how they became to this what we know. So Rupa Goswami's name was, the material name was Amar. His father's name was Kumaradev. So Kumaradev was from Karnataka. He migrated to West Bengal in a place called Bakala Chandradip. And in that, because of his work or something, and Rupa Goswami's name was Amar, Sanatan Goswami's name was Santosh, and he had a brother whose name was Vallabh. So they were 3 brothers. Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami never married, but Vallabh married, and Vallabh had a child also. So what happened is that there is a story that time that Bengal was ruled by Nawab Hussain Shah. It was under the Muslim rule. It was under the Muslim rule, and Nawab Hussain Shah had whims and fancies. He is a big emperor. Whatever he wants, he wants to achieve. So Nawab Hussain Shah wanted to conquer all of India. So how he will conquer? He said, first I should make one minar which is so long that I can see whole of India from that minar. So long. And he hired an architect. So the architect came and he made the minar. Very high minar. And with the architect, the Nawab Hussain Shah, very in a very happy mood, he goes with a very proud, he goes and he sees how far he can see. He wants to conquer. The first is that he wanted to conquer Orissa, and from Orissa he would conquer more parts of India. So he was seeing. And then he said, well done, architect Mahasay, well done. Architects out of pride. You know, sometimes we talk without thinking. And this is what you're going to hear is one such example. Architect Mahasay said, thank you, I could have done even better. And what did Nawab Hussain Shah do? You could have done even better. He did not know he's speaking with an egotistic person. He said, you could have done even better. Why didn't you do? Pushed him in the minar. From the minar. The architect. From such a high, so we should be very careful before we talk anything. So the architect, he pushed the architect, the Nawab Hussain Shah architect fell down and obviously he died. And then he immediately told his general, go to Bakala Chandradip. What is Bakala Chandradip? Where Kumaradeva came and Rupa Goswami was born. Sanatan Goswami was born. He came from Karnataka, his father, and that is called Bakala Chandradip. He said, go to Bakala Chandradip. And the general ran below the minar and took his whole army and went to Bakala Chandradeep. And all the village and people were very scared of these Yavana rulers, because Yavana rulers was very much attracted to Kanchana and Kamini. Okay, the gold and women. So wherever they would say gold and women, they would capture them. And whenever they would go to any village, people would be very scared. So they were crossing many village, people were scaring. But the general realized, and then he reached Bakala Chandradeep. And the general realized, Nawab Hussain sir told me to come to Bakala Chandradeep. I came taking such a big army, but I don't know why he sent me here. What do I do coming here? Because if I return without doing what the Nawab Hussain sir wants me to do, I will be killed like that architect. That architect who was thrown from the minar, I will also be killed. And he started galloping with his horses. Lot of people dashed, but the general doesn't know why he came there. And then all the villagers went to Amar and Santosh, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, the Amar and Santosh before. And they asked him, what to do, what to do? They said, don't worry, we will handle. They stood there calmly and they told these generals, please come to our house, you may be very tired, and take some prasad. And they were saying, normally people are so scared. This is the first time people are welcoming me to their house. They go to their house, they are fed sumptuous prasad, and then they open up in front of Rupa Goswami, that in front of Amar and Santosh, that my general, after killing the architect, my general sends me here, and then we don't know why he has sent. They said, don't worry, we will take care. They were so intelligent. You know what they did? They took the best of architects, they took the best of civil engineer, and sent with the general back to Nawab Hussain Shah. When Nawab Hussain Shah said, we received the general back, and the general said, we brought you the best of architects and construction. The Hussain Shah interviewed them and they said, oh wow, how did you know that I wanted you to bring that? So Rupa Goswami was not only Chaitanya Manobhishtam, he could understand what Nawab Hussain Shah wanted. And how you knew that I wanted this? I did not even tell. Then he said, there are two young men, Amar and Santosh, who told us me to do this. He said, get them too. He got Amar and Santosh, and he established Sanatan Goswami as the chief minister, and he named him Sakara Malik, and he established Rup Goswami as the secretary of state and named him Dabir Khas. So Sakar Malik and Dabir Khas, and he told, please serve me and dress as Muslim from today. You have to wear the Muslim dress. They said, no problem. I have only one condition. There should be a Hari temple established here, and Brahmins should be paid to do Hari Katha and Hari Bhajan continuously. Nawab Hussain Shah says, as long as you are doing my work, I have no problem. Use the state treasury and maintain a good temple in the capital and pay Brahmanas to do. So see how they were doing their occupation. And then what happened? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are coming back to the topic now. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started from Puri to go to Vrindavan. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, being the Lord, as I told in the beginning of the class, he knew without the blessings of Vrajavrasis, he will not go to Vrindavan. So he actually came to Ramakeli and said, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, I came to meet both of you. I came to meet both of you, and you go to Vrindavan. Now it's the time. Actually, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami used to write them letters. And every time when he used to write letter, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to say, don't think of leaving. Do your job, but keep your heart in me, in Krishna Bhakti. But now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave an instruction, it's time for you to leave and join me in my mission. What have you brought for me? So Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, he brought his brother's Vallabh son, small baby. And he said that we brought our nephew to you. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts that in his heart and say, I accept this your nephew as my own Jiva. And that same nephew becomes Jiva Goswami later on. Okay, so then they asked that, okay, you have accepted him as your part. What about us? They asked that, what about us? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that you need to go to Vrindavan and you need to immediately escape to Vrindavan and join me in my service. So this is the basically a brief introduction about what is the importance of Rupa Goswami, how important it is to know Rupa Siksha. With this pretext, now we try to delve a little bit of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I am giving you only a drop, and that drop is actually an ocean like us. So we will try to discuss a drop from that drop based on our maturity and our understanding. So then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami starts this. So this 19th to 24th is Rup Sanatan Siksha. 19th is Rup Goswami Siksha, and 20 to 24, 5 chapters are the Sanatan Siksha. Why that is bigger? Because Sanatan Siksha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him for 2 months. And Rupa Goswami he gave him from only 10 days in Dasashwamedh Ghat in Prayag. And that's why it is only 1 chapter is there. So the chapter starts with a very interesting slok. Actually, Chaitanya Charitamrita is a literary marvel. You know, when I was in one point of time, I took not once actually, twice, I took an exam called IELTS. Do you heard about IELTS? English language testing. It's an international English. So I took the test. So in IELTS, they teach you something that before you write anything, there are many sections: hearing, reading, writing, something like that. So speaking. So in the writing section, they said that first beginning should be the summary of what you are going to write. What IELTS teaches you now, and you pay to learn a huge money. Chaitanya Charitamrita did that 500 years back. The first slok of every chapter gives the summary of the whole chapter. That is in Sanskrit. As an example, we will see the first sloka of Rupa Siksha. So what is the first sloka of Rupa Siksha? Vrindavaniyam rasa keli vartam kalena luptam nijasakti mukta sancharya rupe vatanot punassa prabhur vadhu prag ivaloka sristim. They say that as Lord Krishna empowered Lord Brahma in his heart to establish the Vedic knowledge, similarly, so Lord Krishna and his devotee Brahma, right? Similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inspired the heart of Rupa Goswami to spread the devotional literature. See, one verse telling the summary of the entire chapter 19 of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And you will not only find this in this chapter, every chapter you will find this literary marvel 500 years back by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So then the Chaitanya Siksha starts. So what happens is that in slok number 115, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually in slok 114, he says that because the large crowd was following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took Rupa Goswami to Dasashwamedh Ghat, which lot of people were not there, and there for 10 days he gave him Rupa Siksha. And in Rupa Siksha, what did he tell Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? What did he tell Rupa Goswami? Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Pranta, Shaba Shikhailo Prabhu, Bhagavad Siddhanta. So he gave a variety of teachings. Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Pranta, the limit of Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, and Rasa Tattva. Shab Shikhaila Prabhu, Bhagavad Siddhanta. He taught everything, and the ultimate conclusion was Srimad Bhagavatam. And Ramananda Rai pase jato Siddhanta sunila, Rupo Kripa kori taha, Shabo sancharila. Whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard from Ramananda Rai in his South India tour, he transmitted the entire thing to Rupa Goswami. And then the Rupa Siksha starts. So how does Rupa Siksha actually start? So Rupa Siksha starts by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling that there are 8.4 million species on earth. 8.4 million species, not earth. In this whole Brahmand, not on earth, not only on this universe, an entire universe 8.4 million together. And this 8.4 million species actually is different level of bodies, different level of consciousness. Actually, Darwin's evolution theory is so useless. Darwin says that people evolved from ape. If people evolved from ape, then why apes and monkeys are still there? There is no answer. But the evolution theory of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of our Vedic literature, is very, very scientific. He says, with the evolution of consciousness, you get different kind of bodies. So if you are lower consciousness, you still have those kind of bodies are there. And if you have higher consciousness, you have the human birth and devotee's birth. So see so it's a challenge to scientists about the theory of evolution. So he says, so there are different kinds of evolutionary theory. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this 8.4 million species. Out of 8.4 million species, very few get human birth, are humans. Very few are humans. And out of humans, how many are actual humans? 50% are only, more than 50% are uncultured people. And how does he classify? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu classifies uncultured people. He classifies uncultured people as, just a minute, I want to read you from the original sloka. So, there is uncultured people like Tar Modhye Manushya Jati Oti Alpotaro. Out of this species, Manushya Jati is very less. Tar Modhye Mlecha Pulinda Bodha Shabara. So there is Mlecha. Mlechas means uncultured people. Pulinda means unregulated people. Bodha means follower of Lord Buddha. So Bodha, Jain, these are all called atheist people. And Shabar means the hunter people. So these are uncultured people. The Mlecha, Yavanas, the Bodhas, the Jains. Why they are uncultured people? Because they don't follow Vedas. They may be wearing coat tie. From modern civilization, they are not uncultured. But from Vedic purpose, they are uncultured because they don't accept Vedas. Although Lord Buddha was Lord Krishna's incarnation, although Jainism was started by Lord Krishna in form of Rishabdev, but still those teachings do not accept Vedas, so they are called uncultured. Among these cultured and uncultured people, only few accept Vedas. Among the people who accept Vedas, half are only lip service. Half are only lip service. They only talk the different mantras, they go to, but they don't do bhakti. Out of the people who accept bhakti, few only come to the temple, just do pranam, just accept Lord and don't do any seva. Out of them, few only do seva. Out of them who do sevas, there are some people are sakam bhaktas, some people are niskam bhaktas. Out of the niskam bhaktas also, some people are not pure devotees. They are not of the stage of without anything, because niskam bhakta also some get lost because of material desires. So only the few people, very, very, very few people are actually pure devotees of Lord, who are of the stage of anya bhilasita sunnam. We don't have any desire. We only want to satisfy the Lord. So it is such a rare community. Such a rare community. And in that rare community, we see devotees thousands and thousands and thousands. So we are so lucky actually. But these thousands and thousands of thousands are actually very rare. It is as if Krishna has given us a bhoga, prasad in a gold plate. We are getting the association. And we are not understanding. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught this, then Rupa Goswami asked that Rupa Goswami then asked about how the journey continues. So when they become devotees, so Rupa Goswami says the journey continues when these few people who are devotees, they get the mercy of a guru. Brahmanda Brahmita Jai Bhagavan Jeev. That sloka is there. Guru Krishna Prasade Bhai Bhakti Lata Bij. So by the mercy of the Guru and Krishna, the seed of bhakti sprouts. And when the seeds of bhakti sprouts, what happens? The lata comes out. And you have to, that creeper, that lata, any tree you have to put water and sunlight, right? So what is the water and sunlight of this tree? Shravan and Kirtan. So continuously you have to do Shravan and Kirtan, and then this Bhakti Lata will go, Bhakti Lata will go, Bhakti Lata will grow. It will cross Viraja river. What is Viraja river, you know? Viraja river comes from two words, Vigata and Rajas. Vigata means which is beyond, and Rajas means the mode of material nature. So when the Viraja river crosses, means you enter from the material world where the effect of three modes of material nature is there, and you enter the spiritual world. So what happened? This Bhakti Lata sprouts from this material world and goes up, cross the Viraja river, enters the spiritual world, and when he starts even sprouting more and more and more with water and sunlight, which is Shravan and Kirtan, it finally goes to the Krishna Loka, and there it gives the fruit, flower. What first it gives the flower. What is flower? Flower is the bhav, the attraction. And from the flower, more sadhu sangha, more Shravan Kirtan, what happens? The fruit comes. And the fruit directly goes and hits the lotus feet of Krishna. And the Mali, who is irrigating that Bhakti Lata bridge, he gets that fruit in his hand, starts standing even in the material world. How wonderful it is. That it has gone and given the fruit in the spiritual world, that but you devotees as a Mali, you get to enjoy the fruit in this material world itself. So when, and that fruit has lot of ras, lot of taste, lot of ras. Then Rupa Goswami asks, so then all the devotees who get that ras among the devotees, do they enjoy the ras of the same degree, or are there different degrees of ras? So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, there are 5 degrees of ras. What are the 5 degrees of ras? The first is Sakhya ras, then starts is Dasya ras, then Shanta ras, then Dasya ras, then Sakhya ras, then Vatsalya ras, then the Madhurya ras. The devotees enjoy the ras based on these degrees. What are these different kinds of ras? So he explains the first is Sakhya ras. Sakhya ras has 2 qualities. What are the 2 qualities? That you have relieved yourself from the material attachment, and you get attached to your Lord. So bhautik pravritti se mukti and ishta se bhakti, you get attached. This is Sakhya ras. But what is, Shanta ras. But what, and who are the examples of Shanta ras? There is the 4 Kumaras, there is the Prahlad Maharaj, these are the Yogendras, you know, the Yogendras, the Rishabdev's son. These are the Shanta ras. What is lacking in the Shanta ras is the attitude of seva. So when Shanta ras you add seva, what you get? You get Dasya ras. So as you move from one ras to another ras, what happens? You don't lose the qualities of the previous ras. You get that ras and more. So when Dasya ras is there, all these things are there. The detachment from the material objects and the attachment to the Lord is there, plus you add seva. You become Dasya ras. Who is the example? Hanumanji is an example. After Dasya ras, in Dasya ras, whoever is Dasya ras, they cannot even think to joke with the Lord or put their hand on the shoulder of Lord. Can they think? Can Hanumanji think that, okay, I will crack a joke with Ramchandra? Can he think anytime? Because he is in Sakhya ras. When you have that equality with the Lord, that I can joke with him, I can play with him, you add that quality, you become some Dasya ras to Sakhya ras. And Sakhya ras is Sridham, Sudham, and so many Gopas, you know, Arjun, Sakhya ras. There are many friends. When that Sakhya ras, that possession is there, that he is mine, we are equal, but we want to protect him, that extra quality of protecting, nurturing and discipline and scolding is there, it becomes Vatsalya ras. Who is in Vatsalya ras? Ma Yashoda. Yes, he also protect Krishna. He prays to Narsingadev, oh, there should not be any harm when he goes to the jungle. So this is Vatsalya Rasa. And then Chaitanya Rupa Goswami asks that is there any higher, or is this the highest? This is the highest, is actually when the devotees even give their bodies to this the Lord, it becomes the Madhurya Rasa. That is the gopis, and headed by Srimati Radharani. So this is the highest ras, and this was the highest ras conclusion given in the Rupa Siksha. Then Rupa Goswami asks that you have given a wonderful highway of traffic from what is started from the 8.4 million species. This is a very important point. Please try to focus on this point. He says that you have given such a big highway to me from 8.4 million species up to the Madhurya Ras. It's a highway of speed. Is there any speed breaker to it? Is there any break to it? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, yes, there is a speed breaker, which is Vaishnav Aparadh. And when he explained that, he says, actually Vaishnav, different kind of Vaishnav Aparadh, when you do, other weeds come up. And when other weeds come up, the Malu even cannot distinguish which is the main weed, which is the other weed. So he must protect. He must protect with the other weeds by living with in the company of devotees. So I would like to read that shloka. Where is the Vaishnava Aparadh? Okay, so I'm not finding that shloka. Where is that? Jodi Vaishnava Aparadh ute hati mata upade ba chinde tar shuki jay pata. So Vaishnava Aparadh, if you do, what happens is that the entire creeper dries down. And what are the different kinds of Vaishnava Aparadh? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nishiddhachar, Kutinati, Jiva Hingsha, La Puja Pratishtha, Adi Jato Upasakaghan. Nishiddha Achar, that means behavior which is not to be exhibited as per the Vedas. Kutinati, Kutimati means diplomatic behavior. We try to be good to someone, but we don't want it to be good. Jiva Hingshan, we kill animals for our satisfaction. Labh, a material profit. Puja Pratishtha, Puja means unnecessary glorifying a materialistic person. And Pratishtha means being devotees, we want to be famous. These are different Vaishnava Aparadh. So if you do Vaishnava Aparadh, the entire creeper of that bhakti which will make you taste that thing, which actually die down. So the time given to me was 8:50, which is we are on the time. So to end with, I will just try to give you some falastuti of this Rupa Siksha. In 236 number slok, Mahaprabhu says, Bhavite bhavite Krishna sphuray antare, Krishna kripay aggopay, rasa sindhu pare. So when you think of these teachings of Krishna, you think, then what happens is that Krishna kripay aggopay, rasa sindhu pare. So if you get the mercy of Krishna, that even a fool, he can reach the far ocean of transcendental love of Krishna's mercy. In slok number 255, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Shirup upore Prabhur jato kripa hoilo, Attanto Bisrar Katha Sankepe kohilo. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever he told to Rupa Goswami in detail, I have given the summary in this. And then he says, please listen to this last slok very carefully. Shraddha kori ei katha shuni je jane. Out of faith, whoever has heard this katha, Shraddha kori ei katha shuni je jane. What happens? Prema bhakti paye se Chaitanya charane. If you heard this with Shraddha, today's Katha, Prema Bhakti Pai Sei Chaitanya Charane, you get Prema Bhakti in the lotus feet of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this was the importance of Rup Siksha. Please study this chapter at home, and please come tomorrow for the most important Sanatan Siksha by our Siksha Guru, His Grace Vardha Gopal Prabhuji. So these are Rup Siksha and Sanatan Siksha is the highest of the Sikshas of the 5 life years of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hare Krishna. So I have finished my allotted time, and we can end here. If anyone has any comments or any question, we can try to answer, else we will conclude the program. Hare Krishna. And it rained also. Probably it was very auspicious. Prem Varsha. Prabhu is telling it was Prem Varsha. So all of you got the Krishna Kripa by hearing Rup Siksha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions? Today is a wonderful class by His Grace Abhirām Gurudas Prabhuji. Actually, really, after hearing this, the sky pour rain, Prema Varsha. Because you know, Bhagavada, it is a Prema Varsha Ksharayate. The way he is narrating, the Abhirām Gurudas Prabhu narrating, it is very, very sweet. And because he is Bengali, and the Chaitanya Charitamrita is in Bengali. Hare Krishna. Anybody have any doubts? Hare Krishna. Anybody want to clarify
or any
anything?
comments from senior devotees like you, Prabhuji? If you can add something, because you are empowered with such knowledge.
Haribol. Hare Krishna. Anybody have anything? Mataji's, Prabhuji's. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We will thank Prabhuji for his wonderful class by chanting one time Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna. From this, what we understand today? Today, whose Shiksha? Rupa Goswami Shiksha. Hare Krishna. And what are the 5 mellows? Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. What is the creeper which go into Golaga? Bhakti Lata. What is the God? What is the water? Hare Krishna. Which river it is crossing? Viraja river, another name?
We have not visited.
Hare Krishna. Karana ocean it is. Karana ocean. It is a Karana ocean. If you cross that, that is the Viraja river. Hare Krishna. Very nice. So it will sprout there, so that we have to water it here, and it should go. We should not see here and there, and you should go up and up. Then only we can. Urdhvam Gachanti Sattvastha. First of all, we have to go to Sattva Guna. Then we have to go to Sutta Sattva Guna. Then it will, the creeper will rise. So you have to guard it from Vaishnava Avras. What are the Avras? Avradas? Prabhuji.
Kutinati, Puja, Pratishtha, Labh.
Then Hatimata.
Yeah.